He scared me. I'm a red monster.
I don't need all this stuff. First, you disrespected me, my family, my kids, my wife.
This is not worth it anymore.
They said my way or the highway.
See you almost for this.
So you're giving him what, 3 rounds, Manito?
I'm giving him a plane ticket back to the Philippines.
So I guess they're gonna have to do a lot of communicating with you now.
Through the Twitter again and the line.
They said my way or the highway.
Yeah, they're gonna have to comply. So, well, I guess that leaves us with some waiting to do. Do you have so like you said, you called it off yesterday. Are you giving them a time to make it right?
Go home now.
He can go home back to the Philippines.
I have nothing to do with. He's not my fighter. Like, Sean has to explain to him and MP Promotions why this thing blew up. It's not my responsibility. Because if it was my fighter, I would have told him to shut off his live a long time ago. I would have told my people as my responsibility to be quiet and to be respectful.
Now here's a question, Rachel and Donito. Memo Heredia, we all know about him. We all know his history, his background. We all know that he took care of Juan Manuel Marquez in that fateful 4th fight against Manny Pacquiao. He's on the side of Casimero. He's done an excellent job with Casimero. I mean, he prepared him for his fight against Duke Micah, and he demolished Micah in 3 rounds. And a lot of it is because of the conditioning and the strength program of Memo Heredia. What can you say about Memo Heredia? Because he did come out with a video that was rather disrespectful, but taking away that side of Memo, he seems to be good at what he's supposed to do. Your comments about Memo Heredia?
I don't know what he does. I mean, I've honestly never seen him in camp. You know, you see some videos here and there. And until until he put himself in this situation, and that's what I thought was pretty fishy. We just said Vada, and all of a sudden he injected himself into the conversation and said, "What does this have to do with me?" I honestly don't know what it has to do with him, but
I said to him, like, no one mentioned you. You know, no one had said anything about you. I don't know who's telling you that I said something about you. It has nothing to do with you. I don't know why you're trying to interject here when no one is even talking about you.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't know him personally. I don't know what he does behind closed doors. I don't know.
Now,
He trains with fighters. I can't comment
in the
on that.
eventuality, Rachel and Nonito, that this fight does happen, I think it'll even be more explosive than what originally it was supposed to be. Don't you think? I think it's something that now the whole world will want to watch, because there's been a war of words. There's been some bad blood spilled. I think if this happens, it's going to be a monumental fight. What do you think?
What do you mean by monumental? Because we've studied him for over a couple weeks now. We already had to establish a game plan.
We're very ready for him.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
It's just
Very
the fact
ready.
that we don't care about him anymore. He put himself on the sideline. There was no one else that is responsible for this besides him
And his
creating the
people.
bad blood. That's it.
Yeah, there's no bad blood. You know me. I've never had anyone. Why does it have to be with a Filipino?
I know out of all the
Out of all the people in the world, why is it with the Filipino? I've fought in Ireland and they love me out there. I fought in Japan and they love me out there. Why is it a Filipino? It baffles me. We're a countrymen. We're supposed to just, you know what, may the best man win, and we'll do our best. And yet you guys are tarnishing the image of Filipinos.
So Nonito, prior to this, you've been already training, like you said, you studied all his moves now. You're already getting your mind focused on
Really good.
your game plan for the fight.
Oh, I have a tremendous game plan, and I don't think it's gonna last long at all.
All right.
So you're giving him what, 3 rounds, Nonito?
I'm giving him a plane ticket back to the Philippines because this fight is canceled. Thank you, Casimiro. This is your fault.
Hey, manager's manager, man. You know, a fighter is always gonna fight. That's
You have
it.
to be responsible for the things that you did. They put themselves here. We didn't do anything, you know. And everyone's coming and siding. And apparently, you don't speak Tagalog or Visayan.
I was talking to him in Bisayan, when we were at the fight. I was talking to him,
That's what I
because he
thought.
can't understand English. I mean, if I talk to him in English, he can't understand me. So I talked to him in Bisayan.
Nonito, can you greet your fans out there, both in Tagalog and Bisaya? I mean, let's hear it from you. Come on.
Magpasalamat lang ko sa inyong tanan din ha, sa inyong pag-ampo, sa inyong pagsuporta. Ang problema lang nga wala mi na natuloy ning away kay ang problema namo, pero siguro sa future, but ang akong unang istorya sa inyo nga pasalamat lang po sa inyo. Maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat, sa lahat ng mga suporta nyo. Abangan niyo po the next time we will have a news for you guys, and it's gonna be amazing, and you guys you're gonna tune in. So again, maraming salamat po. So walang hina mga Bisaya.
That sounds good to me. Before we let you go, Rachel and Nonito, I just want to backtrack a little bit. You mentioned that you guys made this Casimero fight happen. Casimero was supposed to fight Rigondo. Can you take us step by step how this thing came about, this fight between you and Casimero? The role that Rachel played, the role that Richard Schaefer played, the role that Sean Gibbons played. Who were the parties involved? Because you caught everyone by surprise. I mean, our pants fell down when we heard the news that Casimero and Donaire were gonna get it on. Can you tell us step by step what exactly happened?
Well, I made the decision of becoming undisputed, and she went and worked her magic.
Well, we had found out that Sean had said on a live, someone had sent it to me, and they said this fight is this fight possible? Because he was like, Nonito, you want some, come get it. So I was like, okay, so does that mean the fight's possible? And I called Richard, and he was like, does Nonito want this fight? So he talked to Richard, and he's like, I want all the belts. And he's like, okay, let me go work on it. Sean had nothing to do with it with us. I don't talk to Sean. So it was just literally him deciding, communicating with me, them inviting, and then Richard working with Tom Brown, the event promoter, to make it happen.
Yeah, I must say that I was also kind of like shocked when I saw, it's Donaire Casimero na, and then at first, it was like a wow, friendly thing, like, yeah, okay, we're gonna do this, and then of course then all these things happen. So I'm still hoping that it happens, just for the excitement of boxing, but are you already looking to your next fight, Nonito?
Manager.
Richard and I have decided to take the day off, Sunday, and we're supposed to talk tomorrow about what our other options are going forward.
So I guess we'll wait to hear from you, and then also see what happens with the Casimero camp. Meantime, stay safe, and thanks for talking to us as always. Looking forward to your next battle on the ring.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Well, same here, Rachel and Nonito. Thanks for coming on Play It Right TV. I'm just thinking that this is really unfinished business, because the door is open. We want some closure to this. And as you said, you've set the rules. You've set the parameters of how this fight can still happen. So it's really up to the Casimero camp. We're all hoping that it happens because, as Diane said, just for the excitement of it. And also because we want to see history made. 2 reigning world champions from the Philippines. I mean, that would be amazing. But as you said, rules have been set out. You guys have different options. And Casimero has to play by the rules. And let's see what the Casimero camp has to say. Meanwhile, thank you again very much for gracing our show and hope to see you again soon.
Okay.
Thank you, guys.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you.